You're so funny. Emily, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, everybody, this is my daughter. She's so excited to be on here tonight. So we're doing, do you know what day it is?
Wednesday, September 28th.
Okay, so it's Wednesday, September 28th. We are counting down the days till Robert gets out of jail. And you know why Robert's in jail?
Because he's banging on a bucket and people are stupid.
Okay, fantastic. She listens. So I got a couple different updates today. It sounds like Robert did talk with Melanie and with Susan. Does that mean you're cool?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have an update about letters. So thank you to everybody that's been writing letters. I do have some really good news, daughter. I don't think everybody wants to look at your nose ring. Okay, so he's gotten over 30 letters, which is amazing. So thank you to everybody that's been writing them. And there's probably still more coming. It does take time for letters to get there. There is a total of about 90 inmates right now in that jail, and they do go through every single letter. And I'm sure we are sending a little bit more than the average inmate, so that could take a little bit longer to get to him depending on how many people get letters. So thank you to everybody that's been writing them. Make sure that you are adding your return address and full name, alias, whatever you want to put on the outside of that envelope, to make sure it gets to him. And if it doesn't get to him right away, he will get to take it home when he gets out, so that's a positive thing. I want to talk a little bit different topics tonight, just because we are having such an issue getting letters in there, and this topic has been kind of brought up a couple of times with different proceedings and different recordings. So let's just talk about technology for a second. So technology today is 100% different than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And AI software can do some amazing things. Emily, what do you like doing with your phone? Snapchat.
Just taking pictures.
With filters, right? Okay, filters are kind of cool and kind of creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can it do to your voice in Snapchat?
Can change it.
Can change it? Okay.
Yeah, I can sound like a bear.
You can sound like a what?
A bear or an
Okay.
alien or a robot.
So another thing that technology can do is it can take a segment of your voice, like I'm talking right now, and it can change it. It can recreate my tone and my inflection, and somebody can type what they want me to say, and they can mimic my voice on a recording. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Think of it as you will, but just be aware that there are technologies out there that are changing. Laws are changing too. I don't even know where to start with the laws that have changed. So let's start back in 2001. 2001 is a really great one. We had two major things that passed in 2001, and I'm going to mess this up because I'm live and that's how that's going to go. So I may be wrong. But we had the NDAA and the Patriot Act. And I know at the time the Patriot Act sounded like a really great thing. It's not a great thing. It's not a great thing that you have lost your right to privacy. Gosh, now that I'm talking about recordings, I'm really wanting to censor what I'm saying. So I think everybody should take some time and look up the Patriot Act and the NDAA, and then drop down in the comments what is the most egregious thing that you saw in those two things. So as we're communicating with each other, it's really just a wise idea, as all of these things are being stripped away from us, as far as fair trials, speedy trials. Let's look at January 6th. They got labeled for attending a rally, and they didn't get bail. Some of them haven't talked to any family. No visitation, no due process, all because of some laws that were passed that were supposed to make us safer. So while Robert's in there, like, let's just be thinking about that as what we're sending. You know, they're combing through every bit, and I'm not saying any of you are going to do anything wrong. I'm just saying be cautious, because at this time in our history, they're trying to twist anything that we do to make it wrong. And it's a really scary time. But that's why we're here. We're here because we can't allow this to become the new normal for our kids. You know, my daughter was just on here. She was talking about how normal it is for things to change your voice and things to change your face. And while they're fun and innocent looking games that these kids are playing, it's not so innocent. It's desensitizing them to certain things. So write your letters to Robert. Make sure you stay encouraging. He's hanging in there. He's trying to consume his 1,500 calories a day. And that's all coming through the commissary. So everyone that's helping out with that, thank you so much. If you know you're being recorded, I would encourage you to record back. Keep yourself a backup. You never know when something's going to try and be used against you. So I don't want to leave like on a sad note. I am really happy to see how amazing the team is that Robert has. It's beautiful. And I failed tonight with jumping into the chat to get the exact details of the next protest, but there are protests that are being planned. Robert is in no way, shape, or form participating in the planning of these. We're just doing them because we support him. So I will post another video probably earlier tomorrow morning, letting you know when that protest is going to be, how you can get involved. Maggie went out and stood alone today, so thank you so much, Maggie. Garth sent in some pictures into the group chat from when he was out there. I can't thank you guys enough, because you guys showing up out there does help Robert keep going. If you have the opportunity, please print out some pictures from times that you were outside of the jail so we can send those to him. I think it not only would bring Robert a lot of encouragement seeing those pictures hanging up on the wall, but it will encourage those other inmates as well, that there's a tribe out there and we're rooting for them to get out. So thanks so much, everybody, and I will talk to you tomorrow. 164 days.